Well, here we are on Morecambe Promenade on a glorious sunny morning, and here I am as well, Peter Wade, Morecambe's one-time tourist guide, and we're standing next to who else but the statue of Eric Morecambe in classic pose. He's very often with somebody else. It's unusual this morning that there isn't somebody alongside Eric doing the dance, but we'll do for company, I suppose, for the moment. And Eric here was unveiled by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and the two of them shared a common birthday. They were both born in 1926, and I've often wondered whether Her Majesty had a secret unfulfilled wish, and that was to be part of one of Ernie's plays, the ones what he wrote, as part of the character there. So the Queen would actually be able to appear. And she was known well for her interest in amateur dramatics and so on, so I'm sure she could have taken the part very well indeed. So what's the second best thing? It's to come here and unveil a statue to Eric, which is what she did, and she didn't wait to be invited. She said, "May I please come and unveil this statue?" Well, who could refuse? And so here he is, a figure created by a sculptor called Graham Ibison, and we have really the perfect photo opportunity, because Eric's doing his dance there, and it just wants somebody to stand next to him and do the pose. He's dressed for bird watching, which was one of his great interests, and there is actually a hide over at Leighton Moss, sort of memorial to Eric there as well. Well, why does Eric not look out over this glorious bay that we can see? But in a way it's right, because he's looking back over all of his life, really. So he's looking at the buildings and so on with which he was connected. So down the promenade there, familiar building to many, Morecambe Winter Gardens. And Eric would be the entertainment during the intervals of shows. So the curtains would close, the audience would be off for ice creams and things, all go a bit quiet, and then the curtain would slightly open, and a rather gawky young gentleman would appear, sometimes in a rather odd costume, and he would do a song, a comic song, to keep the audience happy. Another place connected with Eric, it's not really what it was now, but along the promenade there was a cafe. It was called the Café Roy. I remember it when I was a boy, because they used to have these incredibly big pies in the window, and the pies would be steaming as well. So it was a place that very much sold itself, and it was really a highlight of the promenade in its way. But Eric's mum Sadie was a waitress there in the Café Roy. And then there was another location behind us here on the old promenade, and that was the Central Pier. And again, Eric's mum had a part-time job there. So she would be, I suppose, a kind of cleaner, really. She'd go round the auditorium after a show, gathering up anything that was discarded, but especially gathering up any programmes from the show, because she had a cunning plan, and that was to go home get the iron out, iron the programmes so they looked brand new, all set to go back to the central pier where she could sneakily sell them again. So Eric's here commanding in a way his past, but if we start to go inland, then we actually find there's quite a lot of it still there. So that's our job today, to go and explore a bit of the past of Eric Morecambe, except of course he's not Eric Morecambe at all. He's Eric Bartholomew.